So here we have the Fender Paina, which means party, solid mahogany ukulele. I was very excited to get this. I ordered it because I love Fender guitars. I've played in bands where we're lead guitar player, played Fenders. I have a Fender amp myself. And this is also solid mahogany. It comes with a passive pickup, you can see right there. But let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. The design is actually very simple. You can see it's very clean lines, but as you can probably hear, it's a pretty rough surface. And so my first impression on out-of-box quality was a little bit surprising, even though I wasn't looking for a glossy look or anything like that. It's actually something that feels like it could have been sanded more. When you inspect it more closely, you would actually see there's a small space here between the neck and body. And I have not seen that on any other ukuleles in the kind of mid-price range over $200. There's also a small nick in the neck. There's kind of a chip in the back here. You know, this is brand new, not a factory second. I don't know if you can see that. And if you compare it to this KALA ukulele, actually, style-wise, maybe you like the Fender better, but the KALA actually, even though it's laminate, has a little bit better finish, smoother. No, I'm not a paid endorsement for KALA, but this, in fact, this ukulele is one of the reasons why I really was excited about getting the Fender. I thought if KALA can make and sell a laminate for about $100, then, you know, Fender making a solid mahogany that costs 3 times as much must have much better quality. But instead, if anything, it's slightly less quality. How it sounds is more important, right? So I started playing it, and one of the things I noticed right away was that the wire frets on the edge are actually very sharp. And that is not something I've seen on almost any ukulele I pulled off a wall in any store, nor any of the other 3 that I own, or my daughter's for that matter. So it's as if this escaped the quality assurance process in the factory, if they did have one. Maybe this is the only one out of 100 that had this kind of quality on it, but it jumps out immediately that it has sharp edges here. So it was either not inspected or their process is just not that good to provide a good fit and finish. The other thing which was surprising, you know, love the Fender headstock, but this Fender headstock is kind of tough to play. So I've been playing ukulele for about a year. If you're going from a chord like this to an A, and you move your thumb around behind the neck, which I'm sure a lot of you do, maybe some classically trained uke players out there have a different technique, but it actually gets in the way, bringing your thumb back around quickly, and that's not a problem on any other uke I've picked up. So if you look at the neck design, maybe this Fender headstock is prettier, but you won't have that problem moving your fingers or thumbs around normal design headstock. So let's get beyond the out-of-the-box quality impression and just hear how it sounds. So solid mahogany, it should be bright, it should project, and that's the main reason why we want this. So I'm going to play a Tom Petty song, or at least the first verse of it, and see how that goes, and we'll compare that to a couple other ukes. So it does project, it does have a bright sound. If this was a sound that I was falling in love with, I could look past these other out-of-the-box quality issues. Bottom line is, I think Fender's a great company. I'm not here to bash Fender, but I have a feeling that they don't have the same passion for making ukuleles as they do guitars, and that when they set up their offshore ukulele factory, whoever's on that quality line isn't giving it the same passion that they give their guitar line. And on the off chance that this is, out of 100 ukuleles, that this is the worst one and there's much better quality out there, that's great. I hope that's the case for Fender, and if you're a big fan of Fender, all I can say is don't buy one unless you can pull it off the wall yourself. Put it in your hands and test it out. Maybe you'll get a better quality one, one that has a sound that fits you, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks. I can't believe I forgot the best part. So, Fender ukulele, yes, some flaws, sounds okay, but the very best part, the bag. They sell a really nice bag with this. So it's got a stitched Fender logo on here. This one is not a sticker. And if you look into the little storage pouch, they even give you a cable to plug into your amp. So I hate to say this, that this is the nicest thing about the Fender ukulele, but well, you decide.